I would love for us to get to the point where we're not viewing a country like Yemen solely through the perspective of counterterrorism.
Which you would say right now that's your sense of the Obama administration strategy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and there are other countries where we don't look at it that way. I mean, we've got plenty of bad guys running around Lebanon, for example, and yet we have a much more comprehensive strategy, or more comprehensive efforts, in Lebanon. In Yemen, I think we've been very taken with a counterterrorism focus into the conflict.
And you think that's self-defeating at some level?
Well, I think it's at best incomplete, and if it's not, I think you touched on it yourself there. Yemen's got, other issues, but you can see in our Middle East policy from country to country, oftentimes, we've got 5 interests in the Middle East, okay? We've got security of the State of Israel, access to hydrocarbon resources in the Persian Gulf, counterterrorism, counterproliferation. Those are the 2 ones that we added after 2001. And then in the president's speech in 2011, his remarks on the Arab Spring, he added political and economic reform. Not democracy, but the promotion of political and economic reform. And yet, if you go around the region, you can see in each region we've stacked those interests. You have to prioritize somewhere, and often those interests are in conflict with one another. And I think certainly in Yemen is a great example where counterterrorism has kind of trumped everything else.